Blog Talk Radio.
Ignition sequence start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff.
And liftoff. Liftoff on another episode of Tarot Today Radio. For the past 12 years, we've been bringing you the world of tarot. This is the official broadcast of the Tarot Guild. Now in our 18th year, the International Organization for Tarot Lovers, Students, and Professional Readers since 2004, with the world's only full-featured tarot social media networking platform, thetarotguild.com. Come over and join us. You can sign up on the website for free. I'm your host, Dax Carlisle, come to you live from Tucson, Arizona, and joining me, as always, is my fabulous co-host, Mary Brown. Mary is the Vice President of the Tarot Guild, Director of Communications. She's a professional tarot reader and crystal Reiki master. And here she is live from Amarillo, Texas, the one, the only, Mary Brown. Hey, Mary. Happy Psychic Saturday.
Hey, Dax. Hey, everybody. Happy Psychic Saturday.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. And this is one of our, what's been, at least the last couple of months or so, I'd say, Mary, one of our rare open lines, tarot readings, all show long show, kind of thing. Because we've been having so many fantastic interviews. It's been taking up all the Saturdays.
Yes, it has, but that's been fun too. But it is, you know what, I like this. I like just talking to folks, talking to our listeners, seeing what's going on in the chat room, and hanging out on Saturdays. That's kind of my Saturday vibe.
Nifty Neato, that's right. And you can join us. We would love, if you're listening live, we'd love to chat with you. 714-816-4628. Speaking of chat, you can join us in the chat room. We have a chat room under the player on the show page for each episode. And it's really easy to get there. You just open a tab in your browser, you type in chat.psychictalk.net. Chat.psychictalk.net. It'll take you right over there. You can listen to the show on the player, scroll down below the player, give it a couple of seconds, and the chat room will materialize underneath the tip jar. Yeah, just look for the tip jar, and you'll see it'll pop up. It'll be a blue header. It'll say Psychic Talk in lowercase, and Sharona's in there, and I'm in there, and I don't know who else is in there, but Mary's in there. Yeah.
I'm in there.
Maybe we'll get... Yeah,
Hi,
yeah.
Sharona.
Where's our regulars? What, Jason, and who else comes in usually? Charlotte, yeah. Anyway, so that's another way you can chat with us during the show, and you can even ask for a mini reading right there in the chat room if you can't call in. Maybe you're at work, you got your AirPods in and you're secretly listening to the show, and you can't dial the phone because the boss is staring at you. You could type in the chat room and we can pull some cards for you. Otherwise, give us a ring because we would love to chat with you. We already got some people calling in, Mary. Hey, let's do something crazy before we do anything else. Let's just bring the caller on. Yeah, let's go crazy here. We're going to bring on area code 720. I've never had that area code in 12 years of doing radio. So Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, this is Randy from Colorado.
Hi.
Randy from Colorado. Is that a Colorado area code 720?
Yes, it is.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, so you learn something new every day.
We're just at. Did you? It was very close to where the fires were just. I don't know if you heard about those.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Oh, I heard about them. That was crazy.
I hope you guys are all okay.
Were you all right?
We lived there. We were so lucky we moved, but yeah, we know a lot of people that lost homes. It was pretty devastating.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Mm.
No,
anyway.
I heard all about it. It's terrible. What a bummer. So, where do we go from there?
Yeah.
What you
where do we go from
about?
there?
So, sorry, can I ask a psychic question? You're taking psychic reading questions? Okay.
Oh, yeah, whatever you want.
I just recently, well, not a few months, I've been working with this home as a nanny. And at first it was great, and now I'm feeling a lot of feelings from the family. And I'm just wondering what you're picking up around the parents.
Around the parents of the kids you're nannying for. Is that a verb? Nannying?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I know
to nanny. Right. You know, since you asked for a psychic reading, I am going to use an oracle card. Okay, so.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, there's some instability there, is what the oracle cards are saying here. You said you're picking up some feelings from the parents. Are you picking up any sort of sense of instability in the home? Because that's what this is talking about.
There's a lot of anger. I feel like there's stuff with the parents. Sometimes fight. I don't know if there's like they're going to get into it or get into a divorce. I don't know. I'm feeling like mood swings. Like the mom goes up, she's working. She supposedly like lost her job, but she's upstairs for hours, and I don't know if she's smoking pot. I don't know if she's drinking. I mean, they're very smart. They have a lot of money. I just feel like there might be. I don't know. I'm just getting feelings that there might be something that I'm just picking up here, and then I just feel like there's a lot of anger, like passive aggression.
You know, let's see what Dax is getting, but the things I'm picking up is that there's instability that's coming from feelings of resentment and some hypocrisy. So it's almost like, you know, things aren't as they want them to appear, in a sense. And
right. She's a perfectionist. You should see her home. It's beautiful. But if you move something out of place, like it doesn't feel like she's like a obsessive compulsive. Like it's so beautiful, but like if I have the baby's stuff on the floor, it's like she's like, I'm gonna have to put you downstairs. It's ridiculous.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Hey, you know, the last card that I get here, I mean, that's what it sounds like, right? But it just sounds like there's some like building resentment that is like creating this sort of instability in the home. Like there's this, I don't know. The last card I get, you know what it says? Explore other realms. So you could explore other realms in your mind, like the fairy realm or the angelic realm or something like that. But I take the card to mean like keep your options open. You know, keep looking, you know, because that feels like a powder keg to me. But let's see what Dax is getting.
I'm kind of picking up on the instability, but I don't know. It's like the Tower card shows up and, you know, suggesting maybe some chaos behind the scenes and, you know, questioning of beliefs, things like that. There's a, I don't know, like things are up in the air kind of thing right now, and I get that the family members, like in the different generations, like they communicate between each other, but not between themselves and the other, like the parents communicating with the children communicating with the parents or older relatives or what have you. That's just not happening, you know, and the tarot suggests to take a step back and just reevaluate a little bit. Try to look at things outside of the box. Look at things. God, I don't know how to describe this, but you know, like it might not be all what you think it is, and to be open to, you know, re-examining it and looking at it 180 degrees upside down from what you're doing right now. You know, it's all stuff coming up about thinking outside the box on this. And with that Tower card, you know, there might be a shift in foundations going on, a shift in beliefs surrounding this. So I don't know if that really helps you out at all, but that's what's coming up in the card.
Well, I mean, that's something that I've been feeling like I need to not go too into about. There's a little bit of passive aggressiveness with me. Like I'm very sensitive, so I need. Sometimes I'm like, all right, take a step back. Maybe it's like not what I'm thinking. Like not take it personally. Like the 4 agreements, and kind of just like just kind of like remove myself from the comments because I'm very, very sensitive, so I really need to like not just remove myself and know I'm doing the best I can, and that's it. But I don't know if that's
and you know, along with not taking it personally, you know, you're saying you're very sensitive. You may even be empathic, and you may be picking up on stuff that's like sort of not meant for you in a way, outside of like the snide comments that are directed towards you with that passive aggressive kind of thing. And again, you know, have a plan B. That's just a
you think that they're going to fire me? Do you think that they could fire me? That there's a possibility of that?
I think that there is enough instability that it's possible. I don't see it happening. Okay, and it's not like the cards are like, to me. There's a difference between something that's possible and something that's probable. Practically anything's possible. Right. So you know, don't think it can't happen. But does it look like that's what they're planning to do? I'm not seeing that they're planning to do that. But you know, just the volatility alone, I feel like I would, you know, have a fallback. You know, just in case.
Well, you know, I pulled a card on that just to see what would come up, and I got the 3 of Swords. You know,
it's a little more clear.
What does that mean? That they are going to fire me?
Well, you know, the 3 of Swords is it can be. Yeah, there's divisions. You know, it often comes up when there's like a love triangle going on, kind of thing. And so in this,
that's a possibility too, because she's always saying, "Say hello to," and like she says a woman's name, like she like makes comments about it, like that, like in front of me. Like, you don't think I know what that means? Like, did he have an affair or something? I don't know.
Yes, and you know, it's a card of sorrow and loss, and it could be betrayal. It could be a necessary sacrifice that needs to be made. The main thing that I tell people, you know, don't get all freaked out, because when people see this card, I tell them don't get all freaked out, because when you look at the card, it's easy to get freaked out. You know, you got these 3 swords piercing a heart, you know, kind of thing. But I remind them that swords are about ideas and thoughts. It's the air element. It's communication, you know. So a lot of this could just be in your head, and you're imagining something that will never take place.
Okay. I hope.
So there you go.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thanks you.
For calling.
It was fun. Yeah.
Okay,
great first call. Bye, Randy. Enjoy the rest of your weekend there. And okay, now I can't figure out how to. Hold on, I'm using something different for my reading. Oh, this is fun. Oh, just having way too
worries.
much fun. Yeah, I have to do all new things. Well, what's that?
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say I have to do all new things for 2022 because, new computer. I'm on a completely different new operating system that I have. Well, I don't want to say never used, but I haven't used it since 2007 or 6 or whatever. And I got all my programs on here, and it's all working except for my tarot program. And so I'm having to use a different tarot program. And, I'm learning all these new things. So many new things going on for 2022. Like we started doing our lives. Oh, my God, we got to talk about that. What were you going to say, Mary?
I was going to say, while you are doing your computer stuff, I just pulled my card of the day because I realized I forgot to do that.
Oh, no, I got it taken care of. I'm ready to go, too.
Oh, awesome. Awesome.
So go ahead. What card of the day? I'm waiting for you.
Do you want to know?
Yes, I want to know.
I'll tell you.
What's the card of the day?
Guess. No. It'd be funny if we had to guess, right? But no, I pulled a card from the Art Through the Eyes of the Soul Oracle, and I kind of thought it was funny because it sort of went with the call that we just had, because the message in the card is bringing peace to troubled waters, and how, regardless of what is going on around us, we've got a sort of responsibility to ourselves, right? To kind of, okay, this is where I have to be still centered, even in the midst of, some chaos going on, or, things feeling like sort of off kilter.
Oh.
You've got to be able to, be the piece in the equation. And even if that's like just your own inner peace, and you're not responsible for solving everybody's life issues or anything like that, you've got to have that peacefulness inside you. And, so bring peace to troubled waters, to troubled times, to troubled situations. But, that's more for you than anything else. Did you pull a card of the day? Or what's the numbers like today, anyways?
Yeah. Yes. Actually, I haven't done the numbers. And again, that's another program that won't work on Mac that I have to figure out, And I mean, I could, do it in my head here real quick, but you know what? I'm just skipping it because I see a lot of callers coming in, and I want to get back to the callers. So I'm just going to do the card of the day. I got the Sun card. And I think it fits in with what you were just saying, especially at the very end. I can't remember. It trailed off. You were saying about, it being about you,
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what this card is telling us today, Plus, it's Saturday. And it's, when the Sun card comes up, it's a day for feeling good, having fun and being happy. Think about the things that you like to do and do them. Things that make you happy, make you feel fulfilled, loved, contentment, that kind of thing. It could be spending time with friends, close friends. It could be, creating art, reading a good book, taking in a good movie. Hey, Spider-Man. Yeah, I'm going on Tuesday.
Awesome.
Yes. We'll have to do another Hollywood Insider so I can talk about Spider-Man. And just have a wonderful day. And and if you're not sure, or if you're having trouble connecting with the happiness, with what makes your eyes light up, there's a clue in the card with the child on the horse in the Wade Smith version that most people are familiar with, and that's to think back to what you loved and what you loved doing as a child, and see how you can incorporate that into today. Now, maybe it might not be the same thing, but it could be related, in some way. Or maybe it could be the same thing. Maybe when you were a kid, you loved bowling and you haven't bowled for 40 years, go to a bowling alley. Reconnect with your childhood things that made your eyes light up, basically. Yeah. So that's what I got. Card of the day.
Awesome. I love the sun card.
Awesome sauce. Yeah. I had so many things I was doing. We're revamping a lot of stuff for the Guild for 2022 and getting ready for the show and talking to you and Tamara Kerr, our Director of Certification. We're going to do a teleconference after the show and all this stuff. So, it didn't even dawn on me to do the card of the day till just now. And then the numerology, it just popped in my head, Mary. Well, I can open my old laptop and pull up the numerology. Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah, it's the 15th, plus it's January. That's 7/2022. So
plus
that's
5.
7 plus 6, 13. Right. Like 2. I can't even add in my head. So I'm like, how would he do it in his head? So 15
so
plus
what you do
1.
Is
7
the best way is
plus
to,
the 3
well, no,
twos.
the best way is to reduce them first. Is the best way. That's what I tell everybody. For instance, the world year is a 6. That's because 2022 is 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 2 is 6. Okay, and then the 15 is
12.
Is 6. The 15.
Oh no,
is
but
6.
you got the one for January, right? So
right.
It's 13.
And then, so it's 1, 6, and 6.
Which
so
is
it's
a
4 day, which is structure. But we get all of that 3 and 6 energy from the 6s. And what I was just saying about the sun card, okay, the sun card reduces to 1, which is January. And the nostalgia, the when I was talking about thinking back to what you loved doing as a child, remember that's the 6 of cups. There's that 6. And we have double 6 energy going today because we got the 6 from the date, 15th, and then from the year as well. So we've moved from a 5-year. That's another thing that I don't think I've even brought up this year yet on the radio, is we always talk about the world year. We're in a 6-year now. So it's a return to balance and harmony, hearth and home, getting along with others, helping others, family. Last year was a 5-year, which is, a nice high energy year, a year to be adventurous and all. But 5 is also the chaos number in numerology. And in a 5-year, there tends to be a lot of chaos. And there was last year, wasn't there?
No, yeah. It sucked. Last year was crazy. Let's not lie.
Exactly.
I ain't going to lie. Last year was like a train wreck. That's how I feel about
Absolutely.
2021.
So that's what's going on in the numerology and all. And, we can, on a future show, we can get into personal year numbers, or even do it now, if people want to know their personal year number and all. I don't have my calculator that lets me do it quickly, but we could do it in our head. We can figure it out. It's basically, you take the month you were born plus the day you were born and reduce to a single digit. So that's your attitude number. And your personal year number is always your attitude number plus the world year number. The world year number we just said was 6. So for everybody out there, you just have to figure out your attitude number. I know mine's a 4 because I know that's how I'm in alignment with your life path of 4. that's why we get along really well. And we were both in the military because, people that have 4 energy like structure. And so 4 and 6 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. So I'm in a 1 year. I'm starting back off again on a brand new cycle. And it really feels like that to me. It really feels like that. I can't remember what your attitude number was. What's the month number?
I think, okay, so 2, I was born in November, 2 plus 1, 5, that's 6. I have an 8, and I added to the 6 year, is that right? So 8 plus 6 is 14, so I'm stuck with a 5. How does this happen?
Yes.
I don't want a 5.
Yeah, you're like you're always like going to be 1 year behind the world year. So next year when it's a 7, you'll be a 6. And which is fine.
Man.
It's perfectly fine. No, well, you know what the beautiful thing about knowing that now is, and I always tell people that's why I like doing this in the beginning of the year, because if you know your personal year number, you can set the intention going forward through the rest of the year. So 5, the chaos number in numerology, but it's also the number of adventure and high energy. So that means that you could get a lot done this year. Be adventurous. Think of the Fool card. Do that leap of faith. Do projects and things that you didn't think that you could do or ever would do, and just go for it. And you're also going to have all the energy to back up doing those new things, you see.
Boy, okay, but I have a question. It's like, okay, so that's what I should do. I should set that intention. I'm going to get a lot of stuff done. And I can say I had that intention. I was all excited about the new year. But then, first week of the new year, I got COVID. And I wrote about it on the Tarot Guild site using tarot and healing. Mm-hmm. Okay, if anybody wants to read that, you can find that by going to thetarotguild.com and look for my column, Unveiled, where I discuss it. But, it's like, did that happen because it's a 5-year? I mean, is it like I just stumbled out of the gate on a 5-year? Like, could that be a factor? Does it work that way?
It does and it doesn't. And I'll try to explain this, but it's one of those, like quantum physics where you can't really wrap your head around it kind of thing. But basically, if you don't know the energy you're working with, you're just going to let life happen to you. So if you don't know you're entering into a 5-year, the chaos is just going to hit you. Whereas if you know ahead of time, you're able to harness the high energy and avoid the chaos, you see. Now you got the COVID, but you got out of that pretty quickly. I mean, that was over pretty quickly.
Yeah.
How are you feeling now?
Yeah, I'm feeling better. Mostly most of the symptoms are gone, but 11 days I got through it. And so now I'm ready to start my year.
And this is the weird thing about numerology, where people, it's like, well, do the numbers cause this?
Right.
Well, this is the thing. It's both. The numbers are a reflection of what's happening, and it can be causal as well. It's kind of this vicious circle thing where there's really no beginning and end. It can go both ways. It can be both at the same time or one or the other. It's very confusing. This is what I said about you can't really wrap your head around all of this, okay? So you just try to intuitively go with it, where you're setting the intention, okay, 5 is high energy. I'm going to use that to accomplish, I'm going to write those 2 books, the screenplay, start a new podcast, build a new website. That's the whole thing is really setting the intention. But both is going on. It's like somebody's birth date. So they were born on a particular date. Did that cause them to have these particular qualities? or the fact they have the qualities are reflected in the fact in reverse that they ended up being born on that date, going backwards the other way. Yeah, and so actually it's both. It's both. It's a causal thing, and it's a reflective thing. Even your name is that way.
So basically what I should have done, I mean, now that I think about it, what I should have done is I should have booked a numerology report with you in like November. so I had a real good look at what was ahead, and then I could have set the intention before the year started. I'm going to do that next year. End of the year.
Exactly.
I'm getting one of your numerology reports. Like, help me.
Yes. And I usually do a sale on that in the beginning of the year, and I just didn't think about it because, well, I did kind of think about it. I was talking to Tamara and saying, hey, we got to do some great stuff for Valentine's Day. It's not that far away, and I'll do a package where I do 2 numerology reports. You and your significant other do a compatibility analysis and throw in a free tarot reading. And so that's what I'm going to do for Valentine's. But I usually do it for New Year's, too, on individual charts, put those on sale so that people can get their personal year number and, kind of get a jump start. I don't do I don't have to do their full thing, So, but if you just want to get a jump start on 2022, you want to know your personal year number, how that works with the world year number, and maybe some of your other numbers like your destiny number, your soul urge, your life path, your attitude, some of the simpler things which is all you really need. You don't really need the full chart, Just contact me. I'll give you a great price on that.
Awesome.
Phone calls. Well, some people dropped off. So if you're listening live right now, this is the time to call in because you will be next on the radio show. That's right, 714-816-4628. As soon as you get through, press 1 on your dial pad. That lets us know you want to be live on air with us. 714-816-4628. So it's the bottom of the hour. Before we do the bottom of the hour break and the upcoming shows, let's take the next caller, area code 330. Caller, are you there? What's your name, hon? Where are you calling?
Kim from Ohio.
Ohio.
Hi, Kim.
Hey, Kim.
Hi. So my question is, now that it's Mercury retrograde, I had a past person that I dated call me out of the blue, which I do not want to pursue anything with this person. So how do I make sure that I can release him and all the stuff that goes with him so I can bring in someone new? Is there anything else I need to clear up? Yeah.
Let's see here. Is there anything you need to clear up? Okay. Oh, this is interesting. So, Mary, I get the 8 of Cups, which is literally the clearing up card.
So did I.
Yeah.
So did I.
You did
That's
too?
That's crazy.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
First card that came up. Crazy.
Me too. And so, on the Facebook group today, Tamara was posting about a reading she just did for a client, I think this morning, and how everything was so synchronistic. And I wrote a comment on there and told her it's like on the radio shows where we'll get the same card. She's like, what does this mean? I said, well, what it means is that the tarot or the universe or, whatever you want to call it, is winking at you and saying, yeah, this stuff actually works, I mean, it's like a 1 in 500,000 chance that we would both get the same card, and it would actually have something to do with what Kim is asking. I mean, it's just statistically impossible for it to be chance is the point. And so, yeah, that is literally, Kim, the card of, okay, yeah, you need to let go of, the past relationships. He's got the figure in the card in the Waite Smith version, has all his cups lined up, he's got his ducks all lined up, as they say, kind of thing. It's cleaning house. Cups are emotions. It's, that's the hardest thing. We think, hey, I'm ready. I'm ready for the next thing. I've taken care. Yeah, I don't care about him or her, from the past, kind of thing. But our subconscious has not released it yet, and so the emotions will sneak back in there, and that just reconnects, and then now you've no longer let go, and that could be a block. But let me see. Oh, shoot. Hold on a second. Let me see what else is coming up here. So Ace of Wands and Ace of Swords. So followed by the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords. I mean, this is literally saying that, yeah, if you can let go, I mean, aces are new opportunities. I mean, you have new opportunities up the yin-yang waiting for you. You just got to close the door on this completely. And I'm going to ask Mary. Mary, did you pull some cards, and did you get anything on, because, I'm getting reflections of what's going on for Kim, but I'm not really, I could draw more cards, but I'm not really getting
it's some advice.
How to release.
How she does it.
Yeah, how to release. Yeah.
That's what I got. Yeah, so by the way, and this is really just out of my own curiosity because a lot of times this happens, but is he a fire sign by any chance? Because he comes up as the King of Wands for some reason.
No, July, so Cancer.
So Cancer. Okay. That's fine. I'm just always curious, like, is it or isn't it? Because sometimes it is. But anyways, here's the advice that comes up with it, and it's kind of crazy advice, right? But, desperate times call for desperate measures. But no, really what it's talking about, the Eight of Cups was the first thing, everything that Dax was saying about moving on and, him seeing those new opportunities if you're able to move on. What I'm getting as a suggestion, of how to do it is, one, the number one thing here is to avoid reminiscing. Avoid those waves of nostalgia, the memories. Avoid remembering the good times. Don't compromise on this in order to move through it. So that sounds like pretty drastic. And yes, it's going to be emotional, even though, like your inner wisdom, your brain knows, like, I'm done with this. I don't want this again. I don't want this to happen again. But what Dax was saying about your emotions pulling you, yeah, so you've got to kind of make a promise to yourself that, like, no, I'm not going to fall into that. The Eight of Swords comes up here, and so the Eight of Swords, the person is blindfolded, and they can feel like they're stuck. But as an advice card on this question, I feel like it's saying, like, don't even look at them. Don't even look at it in your mind. Don't even, like, entertain the idea. It can be a card of avoidance. Like, avoid doing that. And the next card next to it is the Six of Cups. So that's what you're avoiding, is those great memories and those feelings, the old feelings coming up. Avoid that. And then you get to the Six of Swords where, like, you sail through this and, on to the next chapter. Okay, so it's not easy to do any of this, right? Emotions are easy to harness. It's hard to command ourselves of how to feel and what to entertain in our minds. But, just keep this reading in mind and try and, like, use it as a touchstone. Like, okay, wait a minute, Dax and Mary just told me this, I would feel this way and this could happen and I could get, go down this rabbit hole, and I gotta steel myself against it. I've gotta, buckle up.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's what I'm getting is how to deal with it.
There you go,
okay.
Kim.
Thanks for calling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thanks, you too.
Yeah.
Bye, Kim.
Bye.
And have a great 2022. Normally I have this planned out, and I always say, Mary, let's do a show where we just take calls and we talk about the world year number, the personal year numbers, and as people call in, we give them their personal year number. And this is the year that, I guess we have too much going on where it just didn't even dawn on me to do a show like that, and, maybe we can, but, there's still time. Maybe we could do it on, I guess, like our Psychic Spin open line show at the end of the month, we might be able to do it or something. What do you think?
I was just going to suggest that. It's like, hey, why don't we do it on the last Saturday? Do the Psychic Spin and talk about the world year.
Yeah.
Number.
Well, folks, this is the perfect time to call in, because if you call in, if you're listening live now, you're going to be literally up next. So give us a call at 714-816-4628. That's 714-816-4628. And press 1 on your dial pad so we know you want to be live on air with us. You can also go over to chat.psychictalk.net, and it'll take you to our chat room, and you can ask us in the chat room as well. And while we're waiting to see if anybody else calls in, Mary, it's the bottom of the hour. Let's do the bottom of the hour break here. What's coming up on the network?
Yes, on the Psychic Talk Radio Network, we've got some cool shows coming up. Our next one is on Monday, January 17th, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. It's the Wisdom of the Soul Show with your host, Janice Fuchs, and that'll be followed on Monday at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. Spiritual Guidance Radio is on break. Okay? It's not coming up on the same
they're on
day.
break.
I'm wrong. Yeah, they're still on break, right?
She's on break.
Catherine Hahn will be back with Spiritual Guidance Radio on January 24th, the following. See, I'm so excited for her to come back that I'm like trying to put her in the schedule already. But then Dax and I will be back next Saturday, January 22nd, 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, with our special guest, Joey Anderson, who is a Tarot Guild professional member and certified tarot reader, and she's going to tell us all about herself and shoot the breeze with us on the Tarot Today radio show, and we'll be doing free tarot mini readings on that show as well. And then closing out the week on Sunday, January 23rd at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, it's the Magic Universe show with your host, Sharona Rapsick, and she's going to have a guest on, Pamela Chin, talking about her Enchanted Crystal Magic book, and they'll also be taking calls as well. So that is what's coming up on the Psychic Talk Radio Network. You can find our list of shows by going to psychictalk.net/upcoming. Back to you, Dax.
Awesome sauce. Oh, hey, if you want a preview, kind of a meet and greet, get to know Joey Anderson before we interview her on our next show. She's going to be on tonight with Tamara, our Director of Certification. They're going to do a live on our Facebook group tonight. That's the Tarot Guild Facebook group. We have two. So we have Psychic Talk Radio. There's a group and a page. Like the page, join the group. But we also have the Tarot Guild. And we have the Tarot Guild Facebook page you can like, and the Tarot Guild group you can join over there on Facebook. 7,000 members. That's right. So they're going to be doing a live tonight. It's going to be 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern. Let's see, 7 p.m. Pacific, so that's, 6 p.m. Pacific, so that's 7 p.m. my time. I'm in Arizona, and right now we're on Mountain Time. Your time, 8 o'clock Central, and Mary, and then 9 p.m. Eastern, New York. Yeah, so this is the first one of the SNL, Saturday Night Lives, on the Tarot Guild group. Yeah, so don't miss that. It's going to be great. It's going to be let your hair down and just, chat about tarot or whatever you want. You can even ask them to pull a card for you or what have you, and it's going to be all live with video and everything. Tamara and I did one on Tuesday, and we're going to be doing them now every Tuesday as well. So in addition to the Saturday Tarot Guild, I forget what you guys were going to call it. I didn't get to read that whole thing.
They're still working on what they're really going to title it, but it is kind of like, it sounds like it's going to be really a lot of fun, like kind of tuning into like late night on TV, only it's late night, with Tarot Guild people. Check it out. Join our group, people.
Late night with the Tarot Guild. I love it, but we also have Tarot Tuesdays, which is going to be in the afternoons. And we just did our first one. We're just testing the waters, how to get used to the software and equipment and everything, because we're using Zoom, and then we're streaming to Facebook Live on our group. And it's going to be every Tuesday. And, sometimes it'll be Tamara, but I want to get other staff members on. I want to get, Sharona and, some of the other folks. We can get Joey. We could also, bring guests on and just chit-chat, on a live. That would be fun. Because with Zoom, we can add as many people as we want and then stream it to a live. And then the last Tuesday, what we're going to try to do is the last Tuesday of the month on Tarot Tuesdays live, it'll be the president and the vice president of the Tarot Guild, which is yours truly and Mary here. That's right. So you can ask us anything you want. Yeah, you truly. You can ask us anything you want. You can ask us general questions about tarot and numerology, but you can also ask us about the Tarot Guild and becoming a professional member. You can ask us about getting certified. You can ask us about learning to read tarot and our course and all the workshops that we're doing for the premium members. That's all coming up as well. So, yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. Are you ready to do that? You're going to have to do your hair, Mary.
My hair is ready to go. I am ready. Oh, and I got a new cool light that I haven't gotten to use yet for Christmas, and I'm all excited. That has all these different colors and so I could do it with disco lighting.
Oh, wow. So is it one of those neat lights for doing lives and stuff?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, so we got a lot going on this year. We're going to start doing these workshops. We just did one before the end of the year on reading the Lenormand cards for tarot readers. That was with Brenda Elizabeth. And then,
that was fun.
And we just had on. Oh gosh, my mind's blanking now. Who did we just have on the show? Oh boy.
Oh, I know. Jennifer Cooper Steidley something, but she's really awesome.
Oh my God.
She's going to talk to us about doing Kickstarter and decks and how that works, how she did it basically, and to great success.
And I want to do tarot and timing, and then maybe a little introduction mini workshop on, because I have the whole course, Tarot by the Numbers, that teaches you tarot and numerology, and I want to do a mini introductory thing to numerology for tarot readers. And then, Tamara wanted to do one with me. And
I've got one coming up in February.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The end of February, 27th. Tell them what you're doing.
How to, it's kind of like your tarot pregame show. How do you prepare yourself to read for other people without it going south? That's the easiest way to put it. How do you make sure that you can give a good, solid reading every time? Because it is possible.
Every time.
And I'm going to tell you how and why you go off the rails and how not to.
I can't wait for that one as well. Yeah, so we're going to be doing this all year long. Lots and lots of mini workshops. As we have guests and deck creators, authors, and so forth on the radio show, we interview them, and we're going to twist each one of their arms and see if we can get them to come on and do a workshop for our premium members. We're going to cover like every mini topic of tarot and numerology that we can think of throughout 2022, and it's all free. All these workshops are free to our premium members. The premium membership is a total no-brainer. It's $1 a month. You know, so it's not totally free, but it's $1. I mean, come on. You know, we charge it annually $12. It's a subscription. It's $1 a month. It's like Netflix for tarot, only it's infinitely cheaper because Netflix just announced they're raising their fees yet again. Yeah.
Oh,
so
man.
It's not $12 a month. It's $12 for the entire year, $1 a month, and you get all of these workshops included, along with a host of benefits. Go over to our website, thetarotguild.com, and click on Join the Guild, and it will list it all out for you. It's just, God, we're giving away the sync. Who was it? Oh, you know, it was Joey. Joey Anderson, who's going to do the live with Tamara tonight, and we're going to have on as our guest. She just got certified, and she said, Dax, you guys are not charging enough for all of this. The certifications, the course, the membership, it's too cheap. You need to raise your prices. Hey, we're just trying to make it a no-brainer, and we're trying to make it accessible to everyone. Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, look, you know, and I get where she's coming from. I totally do, but I can also say if you want to pay more, there's people that will charge you thousands and thousands of dollars for next to nothing compared to what we do, okay? So you go ahead and go over there if you want to pay more money. But if you want to get the real good stuff, come see us. It's only $1 a month. Come on. What you waiting for?
I just love how you slipped into hip hop for a second there. Anyway,
I know. I get all worked up, you know. Yo.
Yeah, I'll slip into a southern drawl though with it, y'all. Y'all need to sign up right now. I'm telling you got to sign up right now. Okay. You know, we should be on the SNL live, you know, Tarot Guild live tonight on the group, you know, because they need some comedians, and we're doing a good job here. Hey, let's go back to the phone lines. We actually have some callers waiting, and we're going to get through as many calls as we can. But we'll be back next week if we don't get to you. And but also, don't forget the lives. Oh, that's what's really cool, Mary, is not only the radio shows, but we can tell people now, hey, join us on the Tarot Tuesday live in the afternoon, you know. And typically we do it around noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Central. Or no, 2 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. my time, Mountain. And we'll be on a live, and we'll put cards for you, you know, on those lives as well. Maybe not all our lives, but, you know, most of them. We'll pull some cards. You can twist our arm. We'll do it, you know. So now we've got lots of opportunities for you to, you know, get some cards pulled. Of course, if you want a private session, mine are on sale right now for the holidays, stretching into New Year's. So it's the New Year's now. It's half price. So, you know, it's X amount per minute is how I do it. Basically, if you go over to my page, dax.thetarotguild.com, you'll see. And so like a typical, just to pick a round number, a 40-minute reading would be $120. So right now it's $60. And so you can book those over on my page at the Tarot Guild. And to book a reading with Mary, you just go over to psychictalk.net/Mary.
No.
What?
Find me on the Tarot Guild. I'm doing it on the Tarot Guild page now too, like you.
Oh, you are? Oh, cool. I've been waiting for you to get around to doing that.
I finally did. So yeah, it's all listed there. Just shoot me a message. We'll work it out. but my rates are listed, and I'm pretty reasonable. I think I'm reasonable.
Definitely reasonable. Yep. So let me give the phone number out one more time. You might have time to squeeze in if you're listening live and you call in right now, 714-816-4628. Press 1 as soon as you get through on your dial pad, 714-816-4628. And we're going to go to our next caller that's been waiting the longest. Area code 530. Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm Lucille. I'm in California.
Hi.
Lucille?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Great.
How
I
are you?
had 12 years on radio. I've never had a Lucille. How'd that happen? I don't know.
It's the first.
How are you doing in this
What do you want to talk about?
I was hoping to get one of these fabulous tarot readings.
Sure. What do you want to know?
When do you see me moving or finding a place?
Okay. You go first this time, Mary. I'm going to pull some cards here.
So you're asking when do we see you moving? Because you've already decided, I'm out of here, I'm moving, right?
It sounds like it.
Yeah, it's not an
because
if.
I have to for certain reasons, yeah.
Okay, got it. So let's just take a look at this and see what I get for timing. When do we see Lucille moving?
And Mary, just so you know, I'm going to put Lucille's line on hold for a second because it sounds like a couple of phone lines are crossed, and so we're getting some background noise. So I'm going to put her on hold for a moment while you're drawing and talking to her.
Okay. Well, you know, it's interesting. It looks like this is happening pretty soon. I would give this time frame wise. Let's see, where are we? We're the middle of January right now. I feel like she's moving by the end of February. So it's like an in-between time. Between now and the end of February, I think, is when she's going to be able to move. What are you getting?
Okay, that's eerie because I pulled a couple, 2, 3 cards here, and the timing card, I got 4 weeks, which is pretty close to that time frame, basically. 4 to 6 weeks, right in there, which brings you to the the mid to end of February, and it looks like so this is going to happen really fast as far as maybe not the actual execution of the move, but as far as you figuring out where you're going to and securing that and everything. I'm getting the 8 of Wands, and things happen quickly when the 8 of Wands shows up. It really does. And I got the 3 of Cups. You're going to be really celebrating this because I think it's going to be a burden off your shoulders is what I'm getting. What do you think, Lucille? Does that help you out?
Blew my mind. Yeah, and you pulled 8 of Wands, which is the exact card I pulled.
I love it. We love the synchronicity.
Awesome.
You're both very
and
very
just
much.
the
God,
confirmations.
Thanks,
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Thanks for calling.
Thanks.
Lucille, you pulled the card?
Yeah, I read tarot, but I sometimes I'm too close to myself.
Sure,
and so
exactly.
When I get confirmation from somebody else that's pulling the exact same card, that's amazeballs. Sorry, but I just love it.
Yeah.
I got 2 things for you. One is we often say that on the show. Well, because we get these synchronicities, and I always say how tarot is like 90% confirmation and 10% new information.
Right.
And then, the other thing is I wanted to, if you're not already a member of our group on Facebook, if you do Facebook, and if you're not joined on our website yet, come over and join the website. It's free. At the top of the page, you just click sign up. We would love to have you as part of our group.
Wonderful. I will. I was just looking at the site. Thank you.
Awesome.
Excellent. Yeah, just click
And
sign
friend
up and
me.
you can join.
Don't forget to friend me and
friend
Dax.
us.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
friend
headed
us
there
on
now.
Thanks, Lucille.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Yay.
Yes, we will always want to get great readers, and to join us in our community.
I love doing readings for readers. You know, it's just like so fun when, you know, people know the tarot, and it's like then you can talk shop.
Yeah, and it's more confirming too, because you know often they'll pull a card too while you're pulling cards.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Just like Lucille did. Okay, hang on just one second. Sorry about that. I had to hit the cough button and take a sip of water. We're almost at the end of the show here. My voice can keep going, I hope, for another caller or two. Let's see. Area code 519 is the next caller. What's your name, hon? Where are you calling from?
I'm Jennifer from Canada.
Hi, Jennifer.
Oh, from that far away land.
Canada.
You're funny.
Do you want to talk about today, Jennifer?
Will you pull some cards for me in regards to living situations, like home, if there's going to be a change of residence?
Okay. So you're not sure. You're just wondering, like, could that be coming up for me? That kind of thing?
Yeah, I feel like it could be, but I'm not, you know, I'm kind of comfortable where I am now, but there's also, like, my lease is running out, and I'm thinking maybe to another country. I'm not too happy with Canada right now.
Shuffling.
He's shuffling.
Yeah, I'm using a new way of reading, so it's like I'm a little slower than I was on the draw. For 12 years, I used Oriflame tarot program on PC, and I did that instead of using a physical deck. Mary uses physical decks, and I stopped using physical decks like a long time ago. I mean, not for readings with clients. With clients, I use physical decks. I'm talking about radio show because you have to be fast, and you know, I like to be able to shuffle and then pop out the cards, you know, with 2-button push. But my Oriflame is not working on my new Mac, so I'm I'm using a tarot app here, which it's a really cool one. It's Galaxy Tarot, which I love. It's on my phone. I absolutely love it. And yes, you are moving to another country. Answer your question. We can stop now. No, I'm just kidding.
Here we go.
The Sylvia Brown of tarot.
Yeah.
The Sylvia Brown, yes. She's dead.
I love
she's
that.
underwater. She's dead. She's underwater. She's in the woods. Oh, wait. She's alive in New Jersey? Oh, I'm sorry. That's basically Sylvia Brown in a nutshell right there. No, I got...
Ouch. Be kind to the dead.
Ouch. Slap, yes. She's gonna mess up my readings from the beyond. I'm telling you. No, I got the Page of Wands, which is one of a handful of cards that is really strong for me about foreign moves or travel. And I really think now he's studying his wand. It's not like tomorrow you're moving to the States or the UK or Australia or something like that. You know, you're going to have to do some research into this. It's not happening that fast. In fact, timing-wise, I'm getting about 5 months, to be honest with you. It could still be, because it's Pentacles, it could still be within the winter time. It could be 5 weeks, but I'm thinking more like 5 months before you finally go, okay, I'm ready. It's the summer now. I think, it's like, well, it's winter. Oh, wait, it's winter in Australia, though, so that would fit if you move to Australia. Anyway, I digress. I'm just getting this strong indication that, you're definitely going to move somewhere else. You're going to be much happier, by the way. And this is a huge wake-up call. The central focus card is the Judgment card. I call that the cosmic wake-up call. Jennifer, it's like a hand reaches out of the cloud from the universe with a wet mackerel and slaps you in the face. Wake up, Jennifer. You know, this is a whole new... era of your life that you're going to be able to enter, and things are going to be so much better. Let's see what Mary's getting. What are you getting, Mary?
It's really interesting because I was just going to say, my central card is a page, not the guy looking at his wand. I don't know why that cracked me up. But my page is the Page of Cups. And standing there with the cups and kind of toasting you, right? I think of the Page of Cups as like the start of a new era. So kind of exactly what Dax was saying about like a dawn of a new era. And then I also got the Fool card as well. So it's sort of like anything could happen, but we also think of the Fool as the adventurer, off on a new adventure, card of new beginnings and fresh starts and everything. And then, it ends with the Two of Cups. Now, the Two of Cups is a card that, like, so often people look at and say, like, it's a relationship. We're in love. To me, it's a card of balance and harmony. It's almost like moving to a new place is going to help you have a sense of being in harmony again with your surroundings, because it doesn't look like you're feeling that right now. We get the Nine of Wands. It feels like there's some stress going on. We have the Five of Swords as well, and this is all like what you're moving away from and moving towards, like a new fresher start and being in sync and being in harmony and being happier. So I see it happening. Mhm.
I got something else when you're done, Mary.
Oh.
About the numerology.
Is it better than the guy studying his wand?
No.
Right.
No, this is just a general. This is something general, and it's not just for Jennifer. It's for everybody listening. We talked about in the beginning of the show about it being a 6 world year, a return to harmony and balance. 6 is also a hearth and home card. A hearth and home number, and so basically I wanted to let everybody know that if you're going to move, this is the year to move, a 6 year. It's not the only year to move, but this is the year to move. It's and anything having to do with hearth and home. So like even if you're not moving, this is the year that you spruce up the house, that you get the new furniture, that you redecorate, that you do the new garden out back, that kind of thing. Okay, and so in your particular situation, I mean, this is just perfect, Jennifer. This is when you want to make that big move.
Excellent. Thank you. Wow. I appreciate it, you two.
Thanks for the call.
Awesome. Yeah, have a great weekend.
Enjoy the rest of your weekend and 2022. So we got time for one more. We're going to squeeze in here. Area code 803 just called in, and I don't want to leave them hanging. Let's take this one last call here. Hi, caller. What's your name?
This is Chris from South Carolina.
Oh, hi, Chris.
Hi.
How you doing?
How you doing? I was calling to see. I got a car, and I put it in the shop, and it was supposed to be fixed, and now it's not starting. She ain't even coming to get me this car fixed so I can go about my life. I'm going to be stuck here all the time.
Ooh, the car fix thing, yeah. Let's see. You go first, Mary. I think I went first last time.
Shuffling.
Sure.
Yeah, I think
shuffling,
so.
Shuffling,
let's
shuffling.
see. Ignore the shuffling noises here. So getting this car on the road, basically, right? It's in the shop. It's like, come on, I want to move on with my life, right? And just looking at that, what we see happening with that. Boy, how long has this been in the shop? Like, I'm getting like a weird time frame here. I'm getting like a 2-week time frame for this car.
Well, me too.
I got it was a gift, and I've been walking like miles a day, and the neighbors, he sees me walking. He knew I had a van, but he sees me walking, and I need to take my mother to the doctor's appointments and stuff. And I kind of need a car in South Carolina where I'm at. Can't really walk places that depend on nobody for no rides.
Well, how long has the car been in the shop already?
Oh, it's out now. It's at my house where I got to put it back in the shop. I put it in the shop to check it out, make sure while it was running hot. And I went over everything. Then I got it home. Now it won't start. So I went.
Okay, I get it. So it's been this sort of back and forth. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Okay.
I put it in the shop, then I got it home, and it wouldn't start. I think it's the starter.
Right. Okay, so
but I put so much money into it, getting it on the road.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be a good car as long as it runs.
Right. I think, you're based on that, I think you're looking at probably another week is what I'm getting. Let's see what Dax is getting.
Yeah, I got around the same thing. I got 8 days. That was the timing that came up for me, was 8 days. And let's see. It looks like it has something to do with friends. You might be able to get some assistance from some friends or somebody in your circle of people that you know. That's what's coming up here, that will be able to help you with the starter, or have the starter, or have a starter, or something to do with the starter. But in 8 days, yeah, and I'm getting the Two of Swords, which is, she's blindfolded, can't really see the path, and there's two possibilities that are going against each other, and she's not making the decision. So it's like I'm getting this feeling that you're not seeing the way out, that there is a way out, and you're just not making the decision to move forward. And I don't know what that means. Maybe you're not, the idea of talking to your circle of acquaintances and friends about getting help, I don't know. But something's holding you back from doing that, but that is the answer, because it goes Two of Swords, Three of Cups, then to the Star card, where it's going to all work out. And the Star card is card 17. 1 plus 7 is 8. That's where the 8 days comes from. So I hope that helped you out, Cliff. You'll have to let us know if you get the car working there in the next week, and because we'll be back next week. And enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks for the call.
Yeah, thanks for calling. Have a great weekend.
And hope 2022 turns out well for you. And I did not plan to rhyme that, but it did anyway. Anyway, here we are at the end of the show, and this was just fun. By the way, I actually had a lot of fun doing the readings on the Galaxy app. And, I don't have it. This is the thing. I don't have it set up to do my 5-card reading that I usually use on the show. I was doing 3 cards, and they do have a 5-card reading in here. I think you have to pony up and pay for the advanced app to get. And I don't even know if it actually lets you create your own spreads like Orpheus does. I love Orpheus. But
that sounds so complicated. I just use a deck.
I know, but no. This is the thing, is that it's actually speeding up things for me, only having the 3 cards. No, it's actually a good thing, and it's just, oh my God, it's just so much faster. I mean, I'm out on my patio. I'm sitting in a chair out on the patio. I don't have a table here to do shuffling. It would be a mess, me trying to shuffle in my lap while holding the laptop on my lap, while running the radio show and running the board and everything. Yeah, it's too much. Everybody else that calls into our shows, all the hosts and guests, yeah, you can sit there in your kitchen table or wherever you are, your office, and shuffle. I can't do that. I'm going to use the app. I got my phone here. I'm loving this. I'm just going to push the button. Oh, and it's really cool, though, because you can cut the deck into 3 piles, and then bring them back the way you want. You can shuffle. You could shake the phone, and it shuffles the cards, and then you hit draw, and it spreads all the cards out in 2 lines, and you take your finger and you just go up and down the 2 lines, and you just like randomly pick the cards. It is so much fun. I just have to get faster.
And that's the Galaxy.
That's Galaxy
app, right?
Tarot. Yeah, I highly recommend it. I think you can get it on Android. I have it on Android. I think you can get it on iPhone as well. And it's just so fast. And you can save the readings, and you can email the readings, if you're using it for something. But I'm just going to use it on the radio show and the live. And it's actually better than Orpheus because you know what, Mary? I have the cards. If I turn the phone sideways, I have the cards. I could turn the phone and point it at the camera and show people what I'm getting during a live. I'm loving this. This is so much fun.
Okay, you're going to have to try that on the lives. Even if nobody asks for, like, a reading, like when we do ours at the end, the last Tuesday of the month, you can do a reading for me anyway. If we don't get anybody. I want to see this happen. I want to see it in action.
Yeah. I want our own Tarot Guild version. I want a Tarot Guild app, But the Galaxy one, the Galaxy Tarot is like I've had dozens, and this is like the best one I found so far. It just works really well. I get my card of the day as well. But speaking of lives, I just want to leave everybody with, don't forget to tune in tonight. I'm going to be there, and Tamara and Joey are going to be on doing Saturday night at the Tarot Guild. It's going to be a lot of fun. Come join us on the group. You can get to the group by typing in Tarot Guild. Remember, look for the one that has 7,000 members. That's us. There's the Tarot Guild of Australia. You don't want to get it mixed up with that. An easier way to do it is just open a tab in your browser and you type in thetarotguild.com/Facebook. That'll take you right to our group. And we'll see you all tonight.
Oh, hey. You know what I just noticed?
What's that?
We have a question in the chat room.
Oh, I totally missed that. I kept checking the chat room and no one was in there.
I had to refresh my screen, and then I thought, actually, this is interesting. It's from Sharona. Just a real simple question about her boho pixie deck that she's been working on in her book. She wants to know, is 2022 the year to bring her creation to the world, to, like, put the deck out? Is this going to be the year to do that?
I thought that was a no-brainer, and she was doing that anyway, but considering she's asking if it's the right year, let's pull some cards and see what happens, right?
Right. And even just, like, based on the world year, it might...
Well, by the numbers, it's good. By the numbers, it's good. I would say a 6-year, an 8-year would be really good for any business launch or project launch or anything like that. If it's very artistic, more like a 6-year or a 3 or even a 9, because those are the creativity numbers. Let's see what we get here. I'm going to pull some cards real quick. What are you getting?
Well, I get the 8 of Wands, going right into the Knight of Cups, going into the Star card. So there's every reason to be hopeful and optimistic about putting it out this year. The other 2 cards are really kind of interesting, though. We have the Lover's card opposite the Hanged Man. So what that's saying to me, that's more about that choice aspect of the Lover's card. That maybe the way in which she puts it into the world is something that she's going to have to make a choice about, and she kind of needs to, look at it in another way. So if she's thinking, I'm going to go through such and such website, and I'm going to use such and such printer, and I'm going to kind of do this, I feel like at least look at another option, too, and kind of be at least, open to seeing it, from another perspective. What are you getting?
Exactly.
Otherwise, it looks great.
Oh, my God. Exactly. That's what I was getting about, don't take the first offer kind of thing. So I'm getting 2 out of 3 yes cards, so it's definitely leaning yes, this is the year. However, it's not super fast. I'm getting the 6 of Swords, which is a slow progression towards your goal that is, on the bank of the shore across the water there. You're moving from the rough seas to the calmer waters here. And the Ace of Cups shows up. So yeah, that's perfect for that. And it's cups, so it's what's going to be emotionally fulfilling for you. The first card I got, though, however, was the no card. It was seven of Wands. And so, that's the one where he's up on the top of the mound with his staff, and there's these 6 staffs coming up at him, like he's being attacked kind of thing. But the main takeaway I always tell people about this card is you have the high ground. If you look at the Waite-Smith version, you're up on the mound, you have the high ground. The high ground normally wins, right? So what it's saying to me is it's a slow progression. It's going to lead to that ultimate fulfillment of the Ace of Cups, which is the last card. But pay attention to that 7 of Wands, Sharona. It's saying that, okay, you're in a great position. You have the high ground, but you don't want to take the first thing that comes along. You want to really look at this. Okay, do I want to do a Kickstarter? Do I want to do self-publishing? Do I want to make the rounds at Schiffer and U.S. Games and Llewellyn and, try to go that route, with a traditional publisher? Take your time, really look through this. It looks like it's going to happen this year. It might be mid-year, though, especially with the Ace of Cups and water. That's spring into summer time frame for me. So there you go.
Yeah, and I got the Knight of Cups, too, yeah.
More water.
Yeah, and the 8 of Wands that I got, the 8 of Wands I got was in the past position. So it's almost like, I feel like she was, real focused and got, all the heavy lifting done. I feel like she hit her target with, making the deck, or, the book, all of that. That 8 of Wands for me is in the past. So it's all that momentum happened, and now it's time to I think it's time to really take some time and like you were saying, look at some options so that you're going to be happy with the way you chose to release it, the path you chose.
Yes.
So yeah, hope that helps, Sharona.
That Ace of Cups.
Thanks. Yeah, I love the Ace of Cups.
Awesome sauce. Well, that's it, everybody. We'll be back next week. Our guest is Joey Anderson, and that's going to be a fascinating show. Oops, I'm sorry. I'm still getting used to the new Mac, and it's touchier than my old computer. It just hits the button. So I'm going to edit this part out, but let me go back to that. And as I was saying, it's going to be an interesting show because, you'll get it from her point of view, joining the guild, getting certified, and she's going to pull some cards for you during the show. That's right. Call in next week. And if you want to connect sooner, remember there's the live tonight on the group and the live on Tuesday coming up as well. We'll pull some cards for you. So that's it for us. Good night, Mary Ellen.
Good night, John Boy. Bye, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Bye, everybody. Have a great weekend.